It's really lovely to see what I can see of you. Oh, it's a strange
Sorry,
sound.
I had something. Yes,
Oh,
I
okay.
had something coming up too.
That's all right. Yeah. I'm working with the computer. I'm just going to say in advance that something's happened to the display screen, so I'm really enjoying what I can see of you. So I apologize in advance if I'm kind of peering at some point, if I'm looking in, because I realized that that's the situation, but I didn't want to make sure that we could do the interview. How have you been, Jeanette? It's been good to see you.
Yes, it's good to see you too. I've been I've been fine. A lot of things, life and changing life, something.
Yeah. I mean, we've been out of COVID for a long time now, but as a musician, there's can be quite a lot of circumstances and reasons why our music can get affected. And I know a lot of people, their work was affected over COVID. But I do see that you've been doing a few live things since. How's it all going?
Well, I changed my team of musicians almost 2 years ago, 1 year and a
Oh,
half ago, and because I wanted to go for a new album, I was writing new songs, so I thought it was a kind of new adventure, so I really wanted to go further in it and to happy that the people are found because they really how to say I think they really see the music I want to make the way I want to make it. So we have really something that fits together, and I'm really happy about the new songs that we made. And we're still writing some new songs. We are making the arrangement all together, so it's really exciting.
oh, that does sound really exciting, and I absolutely understand that, as I'm sure all musicians do, especially people, if you're composing and if you're the person that's writing a band, well, I suppose a band that's writing together. But even in that sense, it's very understandable when you have an artistic vision, isn't it? To want to commit to that and to want to prioritize whatever you need to do to bring it to life. And that can be a little bit difficult sometimes because it doesn't always work with the existing people that you've been working with. But I, as a musician, and I think most musicians would understand that in theory, the reality can sometimes be a bit tricky. But I'm very excited to hear about the new material there. And oh, that sound has come back again. I think it must be something to do with the connection. I'm hoping it's just intermittent.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear about the vision then, the vision and the musicians that you're now working with. So tell us more about that.
Um, about the new songs, you mean, or
Well,
what?
yeah, you said that you had a new vision for your music and for your project. So what is it that the new musicians have? What qualities? And tell us about the new project.
Um, I guess it's more because before I was still searching for what exactly I wanted to put in my music. I was always, all the time, searching, looking for maybe a kind of identity or something. And life, those past years made me realize that I don't need to search for it, look for it. It's just inside, and sometimes you just have to let it go and just release it from yourself. I'm sorry for my English. It's been a long time I haven't speak
Oh,
with
thank you
someone.
so much. You're very eloquent, and it's often the same when I speak to people in another language. I'm so appreciative that you take the time to do the interview in a second language. I really appreciate that, and as an English person, we always understand, and we're just always very appreciative that people will speak in another language because it's very easy for English people to not
Okay.
to not. So thank you. I just
Yeah.
appreciate sounding fine to me. I
Okay.
see it. That's a really
Okay,
interesting
fine.
point you make, that sometimes it can be the trusting that it's already there in a way, that what rather than thinking you've got to go searching. And then you said it's more about supporting that that's something that's already there, and then working with musicians and making the vision that is more you, I suppose, is what you're saying, that felt that's
Yes.
more you, and that can take a while, and that's a process that it's entirely understandable that once you recognize this, or you're more aware that to be honest, you want to support it, don't you? You want to grow something once you have that awareness. So tell us about the songs and the new album, and what this vision is, and how it feels like it's more you.
It's kind of a big confidence. I feel like I have a big chance to have those people around me. It really has a team. It's not only a band, it's really more than a team. And because now they know me very well, and I'm starting to know myself more and more every day. And this album is really about this confidence that you can have on your own. Then they can show you, make people feel confident about themselves as well. I don't know if it makes sense. I hope.
Yes, it does. It does make sense. It sounds wonderful. Tell us what the album is called, and maybe you want to talk about one or a few of the songs. Well, choose one song in particular.
Yeah, I don't know yet the name of the album because we haven't recorded it yet.
Oh, okay. Because I'm looking at this, the backdrop. I don't know how much of it you can see, but is this from your last album then?
Yes, exactly. This was, during the COVID period, we had the chance to make a live concert, like us, and we did an amazing concert. I really loved it, and we recorded the show. So I really wanted to release it. So this is my last release. It was on 2020, the end of the year 2020. You can find it everywhere. And but now the forthcoming album is not recorded yet, because we wanted really to take the time to have the songs as we feel confident with. And maybe it will be called Do Your Thing.
Wonderful.
Because it's something I really like, and I have a song like this that we really powerful song that you can scream and shout and dance on it. So it was this kind of feeling about this song. And we made a live in studio last year. I mean, this year it was in March or something, and we released it on YouTube, and you can find some of these new songs, like Everybody Knows, the one opening this live in studio session. And it's a kind of dream, about what life could be if you were, if you know about everything in the world. It's this kind of feeling about this more sweet, more.
So this is Everybody Knows is one of the songs that you think you're going to include on the new album. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
And that there's already a version of it on YouTube.
Yes.
I wonder is it possible to try and find it? Because I'm really, this is a leap of faith, because I can see so little. I can see you, but it's just what happened with the screen. But I was determined to carry on and do the interview anyway. But I'm just going to see as we chat. So Everybody Knows, and you said is this a song about an ideal kind of awareness, or an ideal way of being?
Yes, it's like how to say, légère. I mean, like it's a dream. Like it, even if it's not really possible, it's very fine to think about it. To say, okay, maybe I have big goals. I don't know if I will achieve it, but it's okay. It's okay. And I can dream about it. It's
wonderful.
on YouTube. I guess it's the first video that shows
Okay,
up.
I'm going to try and I think that's it. I'm going to try and share the screen. Just let me know. Has that come up?
This is not the summer. I guess the summer session is not the best one, I guess, because I was playing just on the guitar. But if you click on my name, yes, the
live in the studio.
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
And this is this one. Yes.
All right, is that playing?
We have 3 songs. There is also the second one. I don't know yet if I will put on the album because I recorded it live.
So is this Everybody Knows, this one?
Yes, the first one, yes.
Okay. Let's have a listen to a little bit of this.
Okay.
I'm just going to take it off. Oh, I think that's stopped. Let's just try again. All of that. I'm gonna pause it though because we come back to you because sometimes there can be a copyright thing if I play the song for too long, even though the person I'm interviewing, yourself at the moment, can you hear me okay? Says it's absolutely fine, but it's just what happens with if it's up on YouTube. But it sounds gorgeous. That has so much joy and spirit.
Yes, right? I really wanted to make, now happy songs. I used to write depressive songs or something because, feelings are sometimes really strong. And I still sometimes need it, to write songs to make the feelings go out of me sometimes. But now I have more songs, happy and powerful. I mean, for me at least.
Well, maybe both.
For me, it does something really okay. To go further, to go forward in life.
It sounds like it's a really inspiring song, and you're saying the mood of the album has got this spirit about it.
Yes.
I bet that is such a pleasure to perform live. And have you that was a studio session, and then you said there was a summer session. So have you managed to perform some of these songs live already?
Yes, I really wanted to do it because I believe that we would be better in studio if we knew already how the song the songs could fit, you know, live, because I really like, I'm really writing songs, thinking about playing it live. So we already played it live this year on festival and scene we did. And that was a big experience because we already changed some things in the songs, because you know, you can realize when you play with people, and sometimes when you write, you don't really have the, you know, the step back to see if it's okay or not. And
Yes.
so yes, we played like 4 or 5 songs already live, and it was yeah, it was really, I was really happy with it.
Oh, that sounds really exciting. Where did you play, Jeanette?
It was in regions, you know, in countryside, just near here. Festivals, I mean, small venues, but with nice people, and festival. I don't know. I don't
remember the name, but you said that they were in rural festivals, because they can be, well, you say rural, but smaller towns or something. They can be such lovely experiences in terms of touring to do those kind of festivals. And I know actually a fellow singer of mine in this country, she highly recommended doing a tour of rural festivals. How did you go about getting that work? Because I know that you're not dissimilar to any other independent artist in that it requires us, a lot of us, to do a lot of the exploring ourselves and to make the connections. So can you tell us a bit about how the festivals came about, what you did to get them?
To get the festivals off. Some of them were contact I had like 10 years ago when I really started music. I was playing just piano and singing, and so it was easier to find, you know, concert, because it was a small, you know, small stage. I mean, I was just on my own, so it was easy to play. So I did a lot of venues like this, or contact with people that after years they built a festival or something, and they were just following from side what I was doing. And so I had the chance last year that we could, I mean this year, that we could do the concert. I guess some of them were scheduled on 2020, and with the COVID stuff we had to postpone it, you know. So I had some festival like that, I mean like 2 or 3 this year. And I had the chance to have a woman working for booking agency that had a few contacts as well. So she did the, you know, the booking stuff for us last year. And by the way, we had 2 concerts with her.
Oh,
so it's you know, a lot,
yeah.
but yes, it was I mean, developing, going out of my region, my contacts, and so it was super great experience.
Oh, we've got a little bit of an internet thing going, but then it comes back again. So I'm hoping.
And I guess that's
yeah. Yes, it did come back, I think. But yes, that's very, what you just said there. It's, again, that's very helpful, I think, for people to know and to find out about, to reassure people that these connections, they don't necessarily just happen overnight. And I love that what you just said, that grew. So these were people, when you were working on your own with the piano, doing solo, and that you made some connections there, and then as their careers have grown, and as what they do in music, in the music industry, has grown, you've both grown together in that way. And so there's an organic evolution, and then it's keeping in touch with these people that's so important, to keep in touch with the people that you that you have worked with before, that you've enjoyed working with, that like what you're doing, and then just keeping in touch with them. And then it's a natural progression if something else comes up, right?
Yes, exactly. And now for us, the most difficult point for us now is to go out of the people we already know, because I guess it's the biggest part, to spread your music abroad, abroad your countryside, abroad people you already know. And this is the biggest point. We are working really hard on it, but it takes time. It takes a lot of doing it again and again and again.
Yes, it takes time and a lot of commitment. And what kinds of things are you doing to that end? Again, it can be connections, and it can be agents, and sometimes it's just one person that you happen to know that lives somewhere else that says, hey, come and work here. And I'll keep that in mind. I'm saying it to you, and then as I say it, I'm thinking, oh, maybe I need to keep an eye out if something is happening over here, then I will definitely let you know. But it can be things like that, can't it, that take you somewhere else?
What you mean at the end?
Well, friendships and connections, sometimes it can just be one person. And I was using myself as an example as we were speaking. I was thinking, oh, okay, hang on. Maybe if I hear anything, then I would definitely let you know. Sometimes it can just be one person. Sometimes it's a booking agency, and sometimes it is writing to lots of places and doing the research. It can be lots of different things. So, have you ever played outside France?
Oh, yes. And this is exactly the kind of story you were telling right now. I've been to a very small venue festival in Ardèche in France. Very, very small village, but they had a lot of people coming. They had Irish people playing Irish music over there. I guess there were Americans people as well, and there were a man, a guy, native from this part of France, and now he was working in Germany with a part of restaurant and a part of small stage, and making live music. And he saw me at this festival, and he said, would you like to come over Germany to play some music in my place? I said, yes, of course. So I've been I guess I've been twice. It was like 5 or 6 years ago. And we did the concert, but just with the piano and singing, because at that time I was not with musicians. But yes, I guess it was the only experience for, a concert.
But again, this is something when you have it's not always something that because it's natural, it's not always something that we are mindful about, but it's because it just feels natural, and that's really lovely. But it's something to keep in mind. Sometimes people do well when they're a bit more conscientious or conscious about that, not in an inauthentic way, but you just keep an eye on those kind of connections, and that can help you to spread your wings and to go to different places. But I love that you do that in your own country, though, because you have been to quite a few different places. I remember you were playing in Paris. And what's happening? So are you recording your album at the moment? You said you've done 5 songs. Are you where are you? You're not in Chamonix anymore, are you? I haven't even said that's how we met, right? Because we'll chat about that as well. But we met, and that you duetted with me. We did the Nina Simone song, "Feeling Good." We'll chat about that more. But where in a minute. But where are you at with your process now for the new album? And where are you living?
So now I went back to Burgundy. I'm from Burgundy. This is my native region. And yes, I've been to Chamonix for years. But now I'm back here. I found musicians around this area next to Mâcon. There is nice Pouilly-Fuissé wine coming from this area. And and I have a musician in Chambéry as well, another city in Savoie, by the way. And now we are working on the last songs of the album, because we had these 5 songs, new songs. We could play it live this year, and I have 5 other songs at least.
How exciting!
Yeah, and we're working on it. We've been doing a creation part in August on these new songs, and I did how to say it, a tremplin, how to say in English, like when you apply for a concours, how to say, sorry. You apply with your music for something that can give you some free stuff and
okay, almost like a grant or a sponsorship or something like that.
Maybe, yes. And so I mean, with the video we started to see, I applied for something like this, and so we won 1 week of artistic residence in Marrakesh, in Morocco.
Oh, so, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So I wasn't supposed to, how to say it. I never thought it could be us that would won this prize. And so it fit perfectly with this making of the album, because we really need to have time all together to work on it. And sometimes, with the musicians, it's difficult because they are touring with other people and stuff like that. So now we have 1 week, entire 1 week working together in Marrakesh, and we are flying on Saturday.
Oh, that is so exciting. What was that? What was that? Was it a French competition or something?
I guess it was. I think it's a French website. It's called groover.fr, and they do some things like that sometimes that you can apply, and they are supposed to put you in relation with some people from all over the world, like press people, medias, or labels, or publishing stuff. So you can send your music. I guess from UK you can also,
Jeanette, I'm really excited for you about that. And I want to just congratulate you so much for winning this. This is a really exciting opportunity and experience for the whole band. What a wonderful thing. What a wonderful thing. I just want to, I don't know what else to, I don't really, I'm trying to kind of think what I want to say next, because I'm just really so excited for you, because that's just sinking in that's just going to be a really lovely experience. And Marakesh, I mean, as a musician, it's always interesting to travel, right? So what are you doing to prepare for that? So that is, how many people are going?
So we are going just with the musicians, because the singers, I have always 2 singers with me.
Yes.
I really, really love it. And one of them have a baby, a small baby, so it was not fitting well for her. And the other one is working on a big project, and she had a lot of concerts scheduled all the time. So she said, okay, this time I cannot come, but it's okay if you go just with the musicians. So we are going with the sound engineer and the 4th musicians, me and the 3 others. And we will finish the songs we want to record. And I guess we will have a first record session in November with the first titles. And after, we will see how we do the last ones, maybe by the end of the year, I guess.
It's brilliant. I'm very excited to hear about what you have to keep letting us know how it goes, and maybe send a little video so we can post it on the group. And it's interesting because there's quite a few people, there's lots of lovely creative people in the group that I do these videos for. And as I was chatting to you about connections, actually people are from all over the world. So it's a reminder and an opportunity to say to everybody that it's good to connect and to keep connecting, because there's opportunities here actually in this group, because we all live in our own countries, for people to keep an eye out and to support each other in our own countries if people might want to go and travel, because there's people, yeah, as I said, from in
Yes.
Europe, different countries, and also in the States here, and Australia, and Argentina, all over the place. So you never know. But yeah. So what are you doing to prepare? Have you got the songs that are you writing? It's an artist residency, right? So you're gonna write while you're over there.
Yes, yes. We prepared it in August with working on the last new songs. And now we want to practice, the playing stuff, and to fix some parts that we are not sure yet about, like the verse, the chorus, how it goes together in the song, and which ingredients we put in it, if we goes with the organ, or just with the guitar, or just with the Rhodes, or so
trying things out.
Yes, exactly.
And I wonder how it actually, that does remind me, because we did meet at the Maison des Artistes, which is in Chamonix, which is also an artist writing residency, and we did a really lovely live concert, and you sang Feeling Good. We sang that duet together, that came out so well, right?
Yes.
This was like a few years ago now. And how is this writing residency? Because you know a little bit, you've done a residency at Maison des Artistes as well, haven't you? And how does this writing residency compare as far as what you know? I know you haven't been there yet, but as far as what the setup is?
I guess that we had a little bit more experience now. Because Maison des Artistes was one of the first residency I did, and with the team as well, with the singers, with the musicians as well. So the record session was one of the first I did. So I took the time to look at how we did it, and to see, okay, this, I don't want to do it again, not like that, okay, I want to do like this. I want to try like this. So I think it's more like this. We are more prepared with what we want to do, and I go with big goals, and if we can do half, it's really good. And but if we do half very quickly, we also have the rest of the list that we can do. So this is a great thing for the musicians, because if you just give a small list, they can chill out too much. So,
yeah, we're in Marakesh. Let's have a holiday, and then, which is also good, but you need to get a balance, and so that you can meet some of your goals as well. But hopefully you'll get a really nice balance. And does it have so presumably it has a recording studio, and is it the same that you all will stay in the same building? Is it similar to Maison des Artistes like this, do you perform there as well, or is that different?
It's different. It's more like a holidays place, but they also have a small part for concerts. So I guess we will do a live concert at the end of the residency.
Okay, so you will.
But it's not like recording place. So we will bring with us some, small sound stuff that we can fix some materials that we can bring back with us and work on it and have it for the recording session. But yes, it will be, I hope, like half holidays and half working. The balance is not, I guess, not really easy to find. For me, I will be only like, we have to work, guys, we have to work. And I think they will make me chill out a little.
I mean, I get that. And sometimes the best ideas come when people do relax a little bit as well. It's so easy, it's so tempting when you are leading a project. I understand that, though, what you're saying, because you are your own manager when you're an independent artist. And so we are all in the position when it's your project where you're trying to lead it, and you do have goals and you do have things that you want to do. And also you are a band member and you're a musician, so you respect. So we are always doing both, aren't we, when we are leading our own project? So it sounds like you have that awareness that you will know when to relax a little bit. And I hope you have a really, really good time. It's just really exciting news. And I can't wait to hear what happens. And don't set too many goals for yourself.
No, yes, yes. Sure.
But you said that if you said a lot, and then even if you meet half or even like two, sometimes like that. But if you don't set any, then it can be.
Yes, exactly.
So,
That's right.
yeah, just have a lot of fun. And then when you come back, what are your other plans? Where are we in the year? So we're coming up to kind of, the last quarter of the year. So is it more, are you just going to see what happens at the end of that? Are you thinking then we will try and come back and go in the studio with those? What are your plans for the rest of the year?
Yes, I want to go. I would love to go to the studio in October or November. We have some plans like this, but nothing sure yet. And I would love to work with a choir, how you say it, like a gospel team.
Choir.
Yeah, for some songs. And so I'm now trying to see how it could go with it. So I have a few contacts with some people in Lyon, which is the biggest city just closest to my place now.
Yes.
So I have these things I'm trying to fix for this autumn. And I'm already thinking about next year, how we can plan some shows already to have, a small grapes of shows already.
Well, I wish you all the very best with your new album, Jeanette, because it was an absolute pleasure working with you, and very inspiring, because I know you've been an independent artist and this is your third album. This will be will it be your third or your fourth? Maybe your fourth?
No, just the second one in studio, but yes, the third one.
Including the live.
Yeah.
Yes. And just remind me again of what the first one was called. In my mind?
It was in my mind, yes.
In my mind, yeah. So the first one in my mind.
Yes, the one behind you is Jeanette Berger Live, because it's...
Yes, yeah. And then you're not sure about what this one's going to be yet, but it just sounds wonderful. And I love the spirit that you're bringing to it. So it's exciting. And I loved, I've listened to that before, actually. I think it was Everybody Knows, and maybe I heard a little bit on TikTok, not on TikTok, on Instagram, or I don't know, but it's quite familiar to me, and it's wonderful. And I really look forward to hearing the rest of it when it's ready. So thank you so much for taking the time to chat today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and just enjoy it. Enjoy Marrakesh. What an inspiration. It's really inspiring hearing your process. Is there actually, just before we go, what would you say to people that are maybe starting out, say a few years behind you? That are like on their first album or just finding their way, because you're a fantastic example of an independent artist, because I know that. So what would you say to people, maybe people are unsure, or that they're just, it's not always plain sailing, it's not always the easiest route, is it?
Yes, thank you very much, by the way. I'm really happy if I can be an example for any people. It would be amazing. I would say that listen to ideas that people can give you, or conseil. I don't know how to say it in English. Advices. Listen to it, but also believe in yourself and believe in what you feel, what you think it's good for you, what you think about how you want to make things, and sometimes you have the solution for yourself because you know yourself better than other people. So
Perfect.
that's what I would think about.
Perfect.
I wish I told it to myself, years ago. But that's
Perfect advice. Thank you so much, Jeanette, and look forward to hearing your music in the future. And for everybody else, we'll get the links and we'll put the links at the top of the interview. All right, all the best. Have fun in Marrakesh. My goodness,
thank you very
fantastic.
much. I wish to come see you in London some days, for sure.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye out for venues. We chatted about that. So that's a nice thing to consider that we do that for each other as well. Okay.
On good time. Yes. Thank you very much, Hannah. Take good care. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.